It's the top of the third inning from Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage, Alaska, and the score stands exactly the same way it did at the onset of this matchup at 0-0. I'm Jesse Cook. To my right is Austin Barrick. Luis Becerra still on the hill, his third inning of work. He's allowed just one hit, no runs, striking out a pair. He's got the 9-1-2 hitters in the Matsu order with Emilio Barreras leading off, batting from the left side. The righty fires. He swings and cuts it over the backstop, foul. Emilio comes into this game with a .254 batting average. He's first on the team in RBIs with 23. From the windup, he swings and puts it foul off to the left side on the ground. 0-2 count. Emilio is not someone who strikes out in great quantities. He's only done it 8 times this season. However, one of those strikeouts did come on Monday at the Chinooks. That was his first strikeout in a week and a half. Base is empty, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball dances low and inside, but just misses. 1-2 count. Emilio swivels his bat into his white batting gloves and resets, crowding the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses up high. It's a 2-2 count. Against the Bucs, Barreras has been rather inefficient, just 6 hits in 29 at-bats, but his on-base percentage against Anchorage is up at .343. The 2-2, front door curveball misses above the belt, and very quickly the count is full. Barreras has walked 5 times against these Bucs. The 3-2, swings, lifts it deep down the left field line, tailing foul and out of play over into the Anchorage bullpen.
Barreras does a great job. You mentioned, Jesse, when you talked with Nolan Tucker earlier today, the batters have such great 2-strike approaches.
That's right, they do. The 3-2 again. Skips about a foot in front of home plate. Barreras is aboard with a walk. Matsu has the leadoff man aboard for the second time today, and that brings up the top of the order with Cooper Vest, who is that other leadoff man who got aboard. Vest singled his first time up to lead off the game. Here he is in at bat number 2, hitting from the left side. BYU product wears light gray batting gloves with an all-black left arm sleeve. Barreras, 2 steps off of first base, hangs low. Becerra comes set, pitching out of the stretch. Glove at the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball misses high and away, ball 1. Barreras is first on the team in RBIs with 23. Vest is second. These two have been a dynamic duo. 17 ribbies for the Matsu first baseman standing at the plate. 1-0 count. Becerra from the stretch again. Swing and a pop-up over the backstop, foul. 1-1 count. Although RBIs have been a great part of Vest's game, so have strikeouts. He's gone down by way of the K 21 times. He's one of 6 Matsu minors with 20 or more strikeouts this season. 1-1 count, runner on first. Throw over to the bag. Barreras is back safely with a head-first dive and no tag.
If you're a Cooper Vest fan, which you should be, don't be alarmed by those numbers, though. In his nearly 140 at-bats, that strikeout percentage is still like less than 20%.
That's right. Vest has more at-bats than anyone on the team.
In the league, too.
1-1 pitch. Swings, rips it up the middle to straightaway center. That ball is down for a hit. Barreras rounds second. He's charging for third. There is no throw to the bag. Cooper Vest has a single, and Barreras moves on to third. Runners on the corners for Matsu with nobody out in the top of the third of this 0-0 game.
We've said it so many times, I sound like a broken record, but Cooper Vest, no cheap hits. It is a laser show with him, at least once a game, and now twice already in 2 plate appearances today. He has just whistled the ball into the outfield.
That brings up someone else who can hit the ball hard, and Alex Vergara. He's got 4 home runs on the season, which leads the Alaska Baseball League. Righty-righty matchup. Becerra comes set on the far left of the mound. He fires. This is high and away for ball 1. Vergara comes to the minors out of Lipscomb, although it's his second stint with Matsu. He earned all ABL last season, winning the MVP award. If he had been up here longer, he would likely be in the conversation for league MVP, but he's played half the games. 1-0 count. Pitch misses up high and inside. 2-0 to Vergara. He's third on the team in ribbies with 16. Barreras is on third. Vest on first. Nobody out. The middle infielder is playing near the outfield grass and the corner is back. Becerra from the stretch. Fastball high and away. Called a strike at the belt. 2-1 count. 0-0 the score. Top the third inning. Nobody out. Runners on first and third for Matsu. Becerra resets. Glove at the belt. He fires. Runner off for second. Pitch misses up high. No throw to the bag. Vest is in with a swipe of second. Runner is on second and third for Matsu now after the stolen base for Vest. His first swipe of the season. And it's a 3-1 count for Vergara. First base now open. Vergara stands with his right foot at the very back of the batter's box in a low open stance. The 3-1 pitch. He swings and misses on the fastball high and away. Vergara turned all the way around. His eyes were off towards the third base side by the end of his swing. 0-0 the score. Nobody out. Top of the third inning. Matsu threatening with 2 runners in scoring position. Vergara's got a good bat. He leads the league in dingers this year with 4. Becerra pitching from the stretch, kicks and deals. Fastball low and away, ball 4, his second walk of the inning, and it loads the bases for power-hitting catcher Steven Lancia. The big man out of UT Rio Grande Valley has already smashed a pair of home runs this season. And we recheck those standings. He is in first place in the batting race with a .384 batting average.
Let's go.
Ducks on the pond. Becerra takes a deep breath on the hill and stares at the righty at the dish. He fires. Fastball high and inside. Pops out of the catcher's mitt, but Maltby controls it as it skipped away. Barrera stays at third. I'll bet he had flashbacks to the last time these two teams played when Maltby let a slider skip through his glove, which allowed Sebastian Tomerlin to swipe home from third base. The Bucs won that game, though, 9-5 in Palmer. 1-0 count, the pitch. Fastball at the knees, low and away, called a strike. 1-1 count. Lancia has 9 RBIs this season. He's scored 13 runs. He's struck out 17 times, though, which is an alarming number in his 23 games. 1-1 count from the stretch. Slider missed high and away. 2-1 count. Vergara is the runner on first. He walked to get there. Cooper Vest is on second. He singled and swiped that base. And Barreras led off the inning with a walk. He stands on third. Nobody out. 0-0 the score, top of the third inning. Here in Anchorage. Becerra comes set, glove at the hip. He fires. Lancia swings at the fastball, pops it up behind first base. Lots of room for Turgeon. He looks up and makes a one-handed grab and foul ground. A much-needed out for Anchorage. Lessens the threat for Matsu, but only a little as it brings up power-hitting right fielder Caden Carpenter. The Utah product has already smashed 1 home run this season. He had a home run on Saturday get taken back by the right fielder for the Chinooks, Braden Broom, who robbed him at the fence. Yesterday, he had an RBI triple. Righty on the bump, lefty at the dish. The pitch. Fastball dances too far low and inside for a ball. Carpenter wears some visor sunglasses at the plate underneath his green batting helmet. A very tall stance for the lefty. Becerra pitches from the stretch. Swung on and popped up over the backstop. It's a 1-1 count. Barreras is the runner on third. He's scored 16 runs this season. Vest, the runner on second. He leads the minors in runs scored with 23. Vergara out on first base with 15 runs of his own. Carpenter has 15 RBIs, too. The 1-1 pitch. Checks a swing on a high and inside fastball. Didn't go around, so that's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike for Carpenter. Bases loaded, 1 away. Scoreless ball game at the top of the third inning. You're listening to the Matsu Miners Baseball Network with Austin Barrick. I'm Jesse Cook. Becerra, glove at the hip. Stares home. He deals. Carpenter swings. Sends it to shallow left center field. Bodeker chases in. He makes the one-handed grab. Barreras tags from third. The throw home. Barreras holds and chugs back to the base. A pair of much-needed outs for Anchorage keep the runners in check. Matsu started off this inning with 3 straight base runners to load the bases, but the 3 and 4 hitters have not been able to bring them home. That sends the 5-hitter in Maddox Haley to the plate. He hits from the right side. He's nursing that ankle injury, which he suffered running through first base against the Bucs. That has not slowed his bat, though. He returned to the lineup after 10 days on the injured list on Saturday. Played both legs of that doubleheader. He's got hits in each of those 4 games since. First pitch. This is high and away for a ball. Yesterday was Maddox's grandmother's birthday. She flew up to Alaska today, and she was happy. She said it on social media that she was extra happy for Maddox's birthday gift because to her it was his 3-run homer yesterday. 1-0 count. Becerra from the stretch. Haley swings, pops it up to the first base side, but way out of play and foul. It's a 1-1 count. Austin, you talked with Maddox after the game. He said he switched up his swing a little bit.
Yeah, he lowered his hands. I mean, he's a guy, it's a long time coming for him, and he said his teammates were especially happy for him since he's been dealing with that injury that sidelined him for 10 days.
It's a 1-1 count for Haley. 0-0 the score. Bases loaded, 2 away. The pitch. Fastball misses up high. 2-1 count. And the teammates were happy. The crowd was happy. That was the loudest I think I've heard Herman Brothers field all season. So it's fitting that homer came in the last regular season game at home.
Sellout yesterday at Herman Brothers Field. What an atmosphere.
Haley digs in, crowding the plate on the right side at the very back of the batter's box. Becerra pitches. Sweeping curveball misses low and away, and it's a 3-1 count for Haley. The San Diego State product has 13 RBIs on the season, 4 of which came yesterday. One wrong move from Becerra could give Haley another ribby because it's a 3-1 count. The San Diego native has walked 11 times this year. Becerra has dealt out 2 walks this inning, 22 on the year. Bases loaded, 3-1 count, 2 away. The pitch. Swings, pops it up behind first base and foul ground and out of play. So that moves the count to full. Matsu led off the inning with 3 straight base runners. Barreras walked. Best singled. Vergara walked. All 3 of them are still on base. It's 0-0 in the top of the 3rd inning in Anchorage. Matsu with the bases loaded and 2 away, trying not to waste an opportunity. It would be their 3rd time in the past week stranding the bases loaded. Becerra, the righty, comes set. He fires. Swings, pops it up, right field. Narrett chases in. He makes the grab one-handed in front of his chin. Matsu strands their first 3 batters this inning and can't bring anyone home. In a game like this, a battle for first place, every run feels so much more important, and the Miners are hurting after that. 0-0 remains the score as we move on to the bottom of the 3rd.